A very good morning to all my dear students. So students, today we will discuss the composition section of your English language and a very important part of it, that is letter writing. This letter writing is not at all new for you, but it increases according to the level of your class. If you are writing letter in 5th 6th 7th standard, that would be different, your choice of words will be different. But when you write it for higher studies, especially for your 11th and 12th CBSE classes, then you are expected to write good choice of words should be there, good vocab should be there. Otherwise the format is almost the same that you have been doing from your last 7th onwards, I believe you are writing this letter. So today let's discuss letter writing a little more in detail. A letter is written message that can be handwritten or printed on paper. Printed on paper, like in this corona time, you are typing. If you have to seek permission for something, what will you do? You will mail. You will write an application and you will mail. So you can write on the paper and you can handwritten also and on printed also. It is usually sent to the recipient via mail or post in an envelope. Post in an envelope, I think very odd nowadays, because very rarely we are supposed to do that. Now in the field of technology, almost at every place we can mail our letter. So but we should know the both the types. Suppose if we have to write and we have to post by envelope, then how we will do? Although this is not a requirement as such, any such message that is transferred via post is a letter, a written conversation between two parties. So obviously, the definition we can say that this is a written conversation between two parties, that is letter writing. So this conversation, look, notice is also a communication. Notice writing we have already discussed. So notice is also a formal way of communicating, and letter writing is also a way of communication. Then what is the difference? Their pattern is difference, and their detail. Notice should be small, it should be terse, and it should be for an event that is going to happen in the near future. But in letter writing we can raise any social issue, we can raise our any problem, we can communicate in whatever way we like, and we can even express our own ideas, own personal experiences. But in notice writing we can't do that. So please see the difference, that both are the means of communication, but there is a lot of difference. And one more thing, student, this you should be expertise in letter writing, because in your daily life, in your day to day need, someday sometime or other we have to write this letter, whether that is apology, that is demand for something. So throughout your life you will be needed to write a letter on one occasion or another. So please have mastery on this. This is a very integral part of your writing skills. Now that emails, advantages and disadvantages, and text and other such forms have become the norms of communication, the art of letter writing has taken a backseat. As I told, that in the era of technology, this letter writing has taken the backseat. But again and again I am saying, you must know how to write a good letter, how to write a good write in a good vocab. So that is needed. However, even today, a lot of our communication, especially the formal kind, is done via letters. Whether it is a cover letter for a job, or the bank sending you a reminder, or a college acceptance letter, letters are still an important mode of communication. Yes, very important. Actually, letters are of two types. One is formal and one is informal. Earlier, when we were not having this WhatsApp, phones, messages, or everybody was not having smartphones, and children are living at distant of their parents, they used to write letters to their parents, expressing their situation, expressing their thoughts. So those are the informal letters. So I would say, because of smartphones and new apps and new technologies, this informal letter is almost vanished. But yes, formal letters are still prevailing. On many time, on many situations, we have to write formal letters, like taking leave application from school principal, or asking something from class teacher. So all these type of letters are formal letters that we are writing in our day to day life. I hope that is clear to you. which is why it is important that we know the intricacies of letter writing. Many of you might think that, ma'am, what is the need now? We can mail, we can write anything we like. But no, students, at every moment, especially when you pass your higher studies after 12th onwards, you will realize that at every step on the formal step, you have to write the letter on one topic or another. So it's better to have mastery over this composition skill. So let's start. Formal letters. We will discuss only formal letters. Now, what are formal letters? Formal letters are those letters which are written for official purpose. If you know, that is very well. Some of you might know, that's why I'm explaining this. Again and again I am saying this is very common for you, because you are doing since 7th or 8th in English this letter writing. So formal letter, a letter written for a formal purpose, is called a formal letter. It addresses a serious issue. Let's discuss the type of formal letters. They are saying that it addresses a serious issue, because in formal letters you can't talk like friends. You have to write like very formally, like for work purpose only, or for your senior, or for authorities. So there your language should be formal, it should be polite, and it should not be like talking like friends or informal. No, it should be a selective language we have to use while writing formal letters. Now see, there are 15 type of formal letters. Please don't panic that there are 15 type of letters. The format is almost same, only content is changed. So letter to the editor, this is the most common letter writing. Letter to the government means like your superintendent of police, like your district collector. Suppose you are raising any question, your locality is having some problem, or you are having some problems with this management. Okay, then you will write the letter to the government, their position will be different. Letter to the police, suppose some robbery happened, or chain snatching, or anything, your locality is having not having good place to live, then obviously you will complain to the police. You will not go to the health minister, you will go to police section. Letter to the principal, this we are writing in our day-to-day life. Order letter is, we can consider in the business letters. Order letter, suppose you are running a shop, fine, and you are having this electronic shop, and you have to order 15-20 mobiles or laptops, then you are placing an order to the company. So those type of letters will come under your order letter, and these are all formal letters. Format will be same. Complaint letter, complaint, suppose you bought something, fine, and that is having some technical issues, either that is a electric gadget, or any kind of problem you are having, that those letters will come under complaint letter. Enquiry letter, enquiry, you are asking something. For example, after 12 some students now apply for colleges, and they wanted to know all the fee structures and when the admissions will begin. Undoubtedly everything is available on website, but here as we are talking about formal letter writing, that's why I'm saying enquiry letters, in which we are asking something from any particular authority. Business letters related to business turnovers, you want to mingle up with another company or take over whatever the business letters. We will take some examples of this. Application letter for job, suppose you are applying, and you get to know that one seat is vacant there, they need, and that is suitable for you. So that is the application letter for job, in which you will tell your all qualification, you will attach your biodata with that. So those letters are application letters. Letter to the bank manager regarding your account, any problem that you faced. Invitation letter for any function. Resignation letter, leave application for marriage, leave application for maternity. So all these are the formal type of letter. Look student, how clear I made all these things. The 15 these 15 type of formal letters, every step of your life has been discussed. Either you are a student, you are writing a letter to principal, then you grow up, you are writing a letter for your colleges, fine, then colleges, then invitation letter, resignation letter. So in every step every step you will be needed to write formal letter, and this is very important. Now see, what is the format to write the letter writing? At the top, first, sender's address. Sender address means your address. If it is given in the statement, then you have to write that. But if it is not given, then you are free to write. Your complete address should be there. It should come in 2-3 lines. So sender's address should be accurate and should be complete. Then date, fine, and date should be like 25th of July 25th July 2020. It should not be on slashes, it should not be in compact form, it should be proper first date, then month, and then year. Then receiver's address. Receiver's address is to whom we are writing the letter, fine, whether that is letter for job, letter for interview, and whatever the letter. We have discussed a 15 type of letters, formal letters. So receiver's address, and it will be given in your statement. We will take example also. Then the subject. Subject is the most important part of formal letter writing, because when we are communicating formally with others, then this subject is very important. They are not our relative, they are not our friends that they will pay attention to our whole letter. They will see the subject, they will see whether this is important, whether this is relevant, or it's just very ordinary letter. So your subject plays a very important role. It describes how important your topic is, how important your thoughts are, whether it should be read or not. Then salutation, respected sir, ma'am, whatever. Then body of the letter. Body of the letter contains your matter, what you want to say. Look student, in your 11th and 12th, this letter writing comes under 10 or 6 to 10 marks. It depends on, sometimes it can be asked 6 marks 2 questions, sometimes 10 marks 1 letter writing. So in that you are supposed to write 3 paragraphs at least in letter writing. So in body of the letter you will make 3 paragraphs, fine. You can't write letter just in one go. One go means just in one paragraph. You are not supposed to write letter. You have to make paragraphs. Then complementary closing. Please remember this line, complementary closing, because this I'll be discussing in your speech, debate, and many things. This complementary closing means yours sincerely, thanking you, yours faithfully, yours sincerely, according to this type of letter that you are writing. You are writing to a principal, then you will write yours faithfully, sincerely, otherwise thanking you, like this you have to see. Then sender's name, signature, and designation. Then sender's name and signature always come above the name. Suppose your name is Sachin, then first you will write Sachin, and above that you have to sign, fine, and below your designation. So this is the proper format to write a letter. I hope this is clear to you. Now take one example. Write a letter to the mayor of your city seeking a solution to the problem of water lodging in your area. You are Raj, Rani of Dharma Colony, Ramgarh. Now see, this is formal letter because you have to write to the mayor. Mayor is not your relative, not your friend. Mayor of the city. So this is the receiver's address. Receiver. Fine. And your sender's address is also given, your name is also given, then you have to use this also. You can't assume by yourself. So you are Raj or Rani. If you are a boy, then you will write Raj, and if you are a girl, then you will write Rani. Of Dharma Colony, Ramgarh. Now see, mayor of your city, and which is your city? Your city is Ramgarh. I hope I am making this statement clear to you. Please see it carefully. They have not written the city in the first line, mayor of your city, but your city is described at the end that your city is Ramgarh. So let's see how we will write it. First, sender's address. 14.8, it was not given, but I told you that you have to write the complete address. It was not given you in the statement. Only Dharma Colony, Ramgarh is given. So you can assume the house number, but you have to write 14/8 Dharma Colony, Ramgarh. Fine. And where they are showing this line, it means you have to leave one line space. Fine student, I hope I am making you clear that wherever these lines are shown to you, like after sender's address and before date, it means that you have to leave one line space. Then date 23rd August 2018, as I mentioned. Fine. Then this is the receiver's address, the mayor, Ramgarh. Mayor is the position, fine, and Ramgarh is the city. So suppose if you are writing the deputy commissioner, Rohtak, fine, the health minister, Haryana, and where not only Haryana, because you can't, the letter can't search whole Haryana, then you have to write where the health minister is sitting, like Chandigarh, fine. Then Haryana will not be written, or if you are writing Karnal, then Haryana. The mayor, Ramgarh. Subject, complaint regarding the problem of water logging in Dharma colony. Now see, subject, as I told, is very important for your formal letter. Now from looking at this subject, the mayor will get to know that what you want to say. Either your problem is genuine or not. Either he is convinced to read your letter or not, that depends on your subject. So it's very clear, and you have taken from statement itself. Now this is salutation, sir, madam, because we don't know whether the mayor is a male or female. So sir or madam, anything you can write, please don't write both. If you don't know, then you just go for sir. Okay. Now see, look student, from this salutation, sir, madam, after that I am taking from here. This is the body of the letter. Body of the letter means now you will explain what you want to say. They have described it very briefly, but as I told that you have to make 3 paragraphs, please go for that, because your word limit for letter writing will be 120 to 150, and for CBSE you strictly you have to follow the word limits. Please don't go with this sample letter only. This is just a sample to show you. Rest detail I have mentioned you in study notes also. I am Raj, a resident of Dharma colony. The residents of the area are facing a lot of problems due to water logging. Students, just try to avoid personal pronouns here. Fine. I am Raj, that is okay, because he is giving his introduction to the mayor. Here he has not written our colony residents. No, he has written the residents of the area are facing a lot of problems due to water logging. Every year in the monsoon season, the area gets filled with water as the drainage system gets clogged. This happened in maybe you have seen in your city or village also, as this rainy season is going. So we find this is a common problem that we face. So this is really very irritating also. When this drainage system gets clogged, then we really feel very frustrated, because we are not we can't comfortably get out of the house. So he's complaining against that. We have requested the area committee many times. So he has also said here that it's not that straightforwardly directly I am just writing letter to the mayor that he will himself see this. No, he's saying that first he has requested the area committee many times, but the situation is still the same. So by he's fed up because committee is not taking any action. That's why he has gone for higher authorities. Obviously student, if any robbery took place in your city, then first you will go to the police station, you will make complaint there, na directly you will not write letter to the superintendent of police. So you have to follow that hierarchy. The residents' lives have become miserable as many waterborne disease have spread. Obviously, if water is, what we can say that staggered somewhere, or if we are having pits, then what will happen? Then many mosquitoes or many this waterborne disease will be spread, like dengue and many others are there. You people know better than. All the houses are submerged and we are facing a tough time. All the houses are submerged. Somewhere in colonies the house are built at the low ground level, so there this problem increases when water enters in their house. Nowadays you can see in TV also, in news also, how this Bihar, Assam and all, what the pathetic condition they people are having, how their houses are shown. So this is not that easy problem that we can't assume even. Fine. So please consider the issue as serious and find a solution at the earliest. So he's requesting, please give us some solution for that. Now say student, in a few words and a very formal words, very nice words and good vocab he has used, and he has tell all their problem to the mayor of that city. The last line, please take care of this. Please consider the issue as a serious and find a solution at the earliest. Many of you will write as soon as possible. Please stop that writing. As soon as possible is very awkward nowadays. So you will write, find a solution at the earliest, and this yours sincerely is the complimentary clause. Complimentary clause, I told, yours sincerely, your faithfully, fine, thanking you and all. And last is Raj. Raj, why? If you are a boy, then you are writing Raj, and if girl is writing, then she will write Rajni, because it is given in the statement. So I hope this formal letter writing is clear to you. If you have any doubt, you can ask me by commenting in the comment box. I will help you out.